Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. Just watched the debates. I'm really proud of the president for finally letting himself go and putting that motherfucker back in his place when he tried to insinuate some bullshit. You guys saw the wannabe president start stumbling afterwards and got all timid and shit. But then he got back on his Romney got back on his game and shit like that. He's a damn good speaker. He's slick. He knows how to insinuate shit. That they've been grooming him for a long time. I believe those presidents are nothing but puppets anyway, but they've been grooming this one for a long time. Each side has their own little puppets they put up and shit like that. But hey, I'm glad the president stepped up. That's all I got to say about it. I'm not down for a religion that believes that black people were evil and suddenly changed their opinion about that in 1978 because of political pressure. That says something to me. But let's get to some goddamn mail. The Sensual Touch. Sup, Supreme? Appreciate everything you do. Listen, I'm a man, 26-year-old African living in Canada. I'm self-teaching architecture and drafting, working on starting a business in Uganda next year. Then you probably want to get an actual degree, not self-teaching there, brother, because they want them degrees down there, educated up over here. The problem is I'm finding it hard to find a balance between these sleepless nights of work and meeting and getting acquainted with the mommies. Damn. I know you've been at the crossroads at points in your life, success and friendships. How did you handle it? I had to find a balance. You got to find your own balance. My balance, though, if I look back on it, I would actually have structured it differently. I chased women way too much back then, okay? So I recommend no more than 3 females on your team. I went as far as 13 at one time. And I realized that was too much, and I went back to 6. Sometimes it go up to 8. So, yeah. That's how you balance it, okay? Don't get too greedy. Get yourself a main chick and 2 satellite, fucks. You're going to have to rotate them out because they're going to blow out after a while, but keep it like that. Make that main girl help you with your shit, too. Put on your team and let her swab your deck. All right, Stan, 219. Hey, Supreme, thanks a lot for what you're doing. I'm a 19-year-old black man, and I've missed out on way too much pussy because of my bitch-assness. You're really helping me out. You're doing something my father wouldn't even take a second to talk to me about, which is females. I'll keep you up to date on my progression. I will most likely be getting your 7 Steps program. Thanks a lot, Stanley. Well, Stan, thanks a lot for your email there, brother. I don't like to make the channel about politics, but I'm all amped up from coming from watching the debate, so forgive me. I know some of you Caucasian males, you're going to vote for Romney. I don't blame you. Let's see. Hey, Player Supreme. Have a quick question. This something that's been on my mind that has been giving me a little trouble for a while. When you're talking to a girl, what should you say? The first thing that comes to your mind and flow with it? Because when I think about what I'm gonna say, I end up thinking I think I did this one already, didn't I? Gabriel on my old channel. Like I said, with your opener, you got to give me, what situation you're talking about, first of all. So I'm not going to say anything. What are you talking about? Is it when you're trying to meet a girl, or is it during a conversation? Because if it's during a conversation, you need to be listening to her, okay? What she says. You don't have to think and create shit. Just pay attention, okay? And nothing works better than hello. That's the best opener you can ever use in the world. Okay, this motherfucker wrote a fucking book. Oh, that KJ8 guy. All right. Let me check my time. I don't like when you guys write me a book, okay? Summarize your shit. I don't want to read about that last week she said this shit. Tell me what your problem is. Let me see if I can help your problem, okay? Let's see. Dear Supreme, thank you for at least trying to answer my last mail. I tend to type things. You just cut and paste this, brother. Anyways, long story short, I'm 27. I'm feeling very behind in life, especially in areas you cover. Okay, you're behind. Let me see if I can scan down a little bit. I'm feeling very behind. Okay, you're saying that again. It's long occurred to me, and well, I've had a hard time getting myself together and pull, okay, you're getting older, yes. Part of it is that I still live at home. Okay, let's stop there. I'm going to just deal with that one right now. I don't know why you still live at home at 27. To me, that's weird. Okay? That's one of your biggest fuck-ups right now. You got to learn to cut the apron and get out on your own and be a man. Let's start with that. That's the first thing you need to do, is get out of your mama's house. There ain't nothing worse than a grown-ass man living up there with his mommy and daddy. Okay? And then stop. We're not going to deal with anything else but that. You got to work your way out. Okay? Make sure you have a job and get yourself out of there, bro. Next, the stalker. He was asking about that beautiful uppercut. Bam! It's that loudmouth chick. I think the bus driver could have handled himself more professionally. He never should have got into it with her. But that was a beautiful uppercut. But you know what? The brother lacked power, because he should have took her dome off. An uppercut from me would have just put her in La La Land. So, you know, I don't know if that's what's in store for me when I get to be 59, but I'm not one for hitting females. She attacked him, and it got escalated. Okay, it never should have got to that point. He's the bus driver. He's like the central authority. When the central authority breaks down and starts acting ghetto, then what the fuck do you have? Huh? Think about that. So he's at fault. But he was defending himself, but it got to that point. Shouldn't have got to that point. Okay? She apparently choked him, spit on him, and hit him. Brother's got a right to defend himself, but it shouldn't have got to that point. He could have just thrown her off the bus while she was fighting. But he said, you in trouble now. You going to jail now. And then he fucked up, because now he's out of work. He's got laid off or put on suspension. So they decide what's going on. All right, so let's see. Talk, don't. It's been 5 days, but guessing you've been exactly talk, don't. I am very, very busy right now. Okay, I don't have time to even think about what to teach you. Okay. All right, let's move on. Player Supreme, you don't know how much I value your advice given in your videos. It has caused me to look at things in a different way. I think very highly of you, since your purpose is to help others, and you give a lot of your valuable time to do so. Appreciate it. Reef, thank you very much for that email. It's much appreciated. Okay. I'm glad the guys are finally making their way over here. Yeah, my last account was froze up because I told you guys about the video where I quoted what the guy was saying to me, and they didn't like that. Interesting that I can go see other videos with worse titles than that, but it depends on who complains about them. Like, you know, I was watching a skinhead video. I didn't thumb it down. I didn't complain about it. I posted a bunch of skinheads. Actually, I only posted one skinhead, but a bunch of, you know, guys with the weird facial tattoos and stuff on my Facebook account. I didn't thumb it down. I act like a man. I do as a man does. If that's how they feel, you know, if skinheads feel that way about black people, Mexican people, Asian people, and all that kind of stuff, I can't change their opinion. I'm not going to thumb down their videos. Okay, I do every now and then when they come to a black channel and start trouble. I do like to correct them and set them straight on some shit. Okay, so that's where they found my channel, and it's too bad that the world is in the state that it's in. There's so much inequality out there. It's too bad that my race is in the condition that it's in, or got in the condition that it was in. And it's too bad that in my race, you know, we have, like, white folks, you guys got your white trash. You know, we got our ghetto brothers, thug brothers and sisters, like what we saw on the bus driver. That girl's ghetto. Okay, I don't deal with people like that. They're beneath me. Okay, that's just the way I feel. I wouldn't go to the ghetto to look for a woman. I wouldn't date a woman that has ghetto tendencies. So There's a lot of brothers on YouTube that are whining and complaining and trying to instruct, but they're either preaching to the wrong crowd, which are the middle class and up sisters, and they should be preaching to the ghetto chicks, or we won't even go there. So anyway, they need to be preaching to the actual market that needs the information, is my point. So I don't deal with those kind of women like that. Referring to that bus driver, like I said, I wouldn't let it get to that point. I wouldn't have got into an argument with her. She tried to sneak on the bus, I would have made her pay. End of story. She would have cussed me out, I would have kept driving. Because that's my job, to make sure every person on that bus is safe. If she became a threat to the people on the bus, I would have taken her off or called the cops. Because, they have procedures for this stuff. He steps outside of his procedures to deal with some ghetto trash shit. And he responded ghetto himself. Okay? I'm not from an environment where a male would touch a woman. My father never hit my mom. And my mom attacked him twice physically. Okay? But he never laid his hands on her. So I didn't grow up around that kind of stuff. Thank God for that. People that grow up around that kind of stuff, it's imprinted into the child. The child sees that. So they grew up doing the same thing, reenacting the same thing. I was just watching Prince's Purple Rain the other day. About a week ago, I think it was. Yeah. And they showed how, there's a fictitious story. It's not based on his real life, but there are elements of it from his real life. But anyway, in the story, his mom's always getting her ass beat, and he got knocked down, stuff like that. And then he ends up hitting his girlfriend. And you see how it goes from father to son, that type of thing. And I think it's time for that kind of stuff to be stopped out there. Okay? Don't put yourself in ghetto situations. Don't deal with loud talking sisters if you're black, or white trash chicks. Don't deal with them. Go find yourself a better female, because you can do better in your life. You don't have to put up with shit like that. And a lot of guys, they get that first piece of ass and they're afraid to get back on the game. And they get codependent. They sell their balls just to have a female. I think that's wrong too, fellas. I think that's vitally, very, very vitally wrong. You should never accept less than what you think you deserve from a woman. Period. And I believe that does actually can go two ways if you're in a relationship and depend on your personality. Okay? I don't mistreat Jovina. I don't give her less than 100% of who I am either. It's the way it is. I'm the male. I lead. I'm the dominant figure here. My word goes. That's the way it is. That's the way it is in a male-female dynamics. Okay? She's there helping. She takes care of the finance. She takes care of all the stuff. I just put my money in the account and let her take care of all my bills. I don't have to even think about it. I just make it. Because she's one of the few people that I do trust to handle my shit. And that's what you want, is someone that you can trust, fellas, when you get out the game. You don't want to settle down with a ghetto female that's going to be bringing all kind of negativity into your life. People that put out negativity, they tend to attract it. Like I was trying to educate a young brother on my Facebook that was trying to, educate the sisters out there. He was preaching to the wrong crowd. These sisters, most of them that's, on his Facebook account are of his own level. They wouldn't act like that, the majority of them. So them ghetto sisters are the ones that need to hear the message. And unfortunately, they won't listen. So you got to find a way to get the message out to them by showing them, like where they learn this kind of stuff. You educate them. And the ones that are intelligent enough to see the education will gravitate to it. The ones that ain't, you flush them down the toilet. And then we can do to help them. And there's some stupid people out there too, of all races. And I see it all the time, stupid people. Except I haven't seen these stupid Asian folks. I'm not gassing up the Asian folks, but I have never seen a stupid Asian person. I do know that when Africans come to this country, they do outdo white folks and Asian folks academically. But my own people in this country, I've seen some stupid brothers and sisters out there. And I hope you guys ain't one of them. I know that my channel, because it's free and all that kind of stuff, it does attract a certain element. But they usually don't like me. They go to that dude that smokes the weed with the eyes like this. They usually find people like that to gravitate to. And that's more power to them. I don't want them here. Peace.